So, Elizabeth Warren has a new plan out to break up big tech giants, and she had some ads on social media about this, including on Facebook. But what happened? Facebook proves Elizabeth Warren's point by deleting her Facebook ads about breaking up Facebook. Three companies have vast power over our economy and our democracy: Facebook, Amazon, and Google, the ads read. We all use them, but in their rise to power, they've bulldozed competition, used our private information for profit, and tilted the playing field in their favor. So this is incredible. And just as the headline points out, Facebook proved Warren's point by taking down her ads. Now, shortly after this backlash, Facebook reversed course. So, update, Facebook says it's restoring the ads. We removed the ads because they violated our policies against the use of our corporate logo. In the interest of allowing robust debate, we are restoring the ads. To which Warren replied, tweeting, "Curious why I think Facebook has too much power? Let's start with their ability to shut down a debate over whether Facebook has too much power. Thanks for restoring my posts, but I want a social media marketplace that isn't dominated by a single censor. Hashtag break up big tech." Now, I don't know if I really believe Facebook's excuse that it was because of the use of corporate logos, but I want to go a little more into what Warren's plan is, because I think Warren has a fantastic plan to break up big tech. Let me first show you this clip when she was on MSNBC.
We need real competition in this field, and there's a problem. So Amazon, Google, they own a platform, which is pretty cool, right? Where everybody comes to buy and sell or to do the searches. And at the same time, they own a bunch of businesses that are competing with all those folks who are coming, say, to Amazon in order to sell their goods. And they don't just compete straight up. They compete by being able to keep all of the information from every one of those companies and then decide, oh, I'm going after you, and I know how much to charge, and I know what kind of volume to expect. You know, it's a little, excuse me, it's a little like being an umpire in baseball and owning a team. My view is you can do one, be an umpire, or the other, own a team, but you don't get to do both at the same time.
Right, and you... Okay, so I'm going to show you one more clip from Elizabeth Warren on MSNBC, but I want to go through an example of sort of what she's talking about, just one small example of something that I just went through. So I've been shopping for a new office chair. I checked Amazon to look at prices. So I was on this page for this office chair by Flash Furniture. And if you look down at the bottom here, right under the description of the chair, there's an Amazon ad for an Amazon mid-back mesh chair. They are trying to sell their own mesh chair on the page of one of their competitors on Amazon. So this is just one small example of what Amazon does. Because they also create their own products and sell them on their marketplace, they're able to push out and prop up their own products because they own the marketplace. So it's the situation where it's completely unfair for anybody else trying to sell products in the same category that Amazon is selling products in on their own marketplace. Now, again, this is just one example of what Elizabeth Warren would be going after, but there is a bigger picture here of exactly what Warren's plan does to go after big tech. So this from the New York Times. Miss Warren's plan would also force the rollback of some acquisitions by technological giants, the campaign said, including Facebook's deals for WhatsApp and Instagram, Amazon's addition of Whole Foods, and Google's purchase of Waze. Companies would be barred from transferring or sharing users' data with third parties. Dual entities such as Amazon Marketplace and Amazon Basics would be split apart. Ms. Warren's plan creates two tiers of companies that would fall under the new regulations: those that have an annual global revenue of $25 billion or more, and those with annual revenue of $90 million to $25 billion. The upper tier would be required to structurally separate their products from their marketplace. Smaller companies would be subject to regulations, but would not be forced to separate themselves from the online marketplace. So Warren's focus here is really on the big tech giants. So companies like Amazon or Google that own the marketplace and also have their own products being sold by other smaller companies that they also own on their marketplace against other competitors that they don't own on their marketplace. So this is really going at the idea that these large tech giants can be in all these different markets and have all this data that allows them a competitive advantage over other competitors in the various marketplaces. So this benefits both entrepreneurs and consumers. So let me show you a clip here of Warren discussing just that.
These advantages are now so enormous that venture capital is starting to say, wait a minute, if you're going to go into a space where you could in some way be challenging Amazon or be challenging Facebook or be challenging Google, it is now referred to as the kill zone. And venture capital has gone down, investment by about 20% over the past 5 years or so, because they're just saying it doesn't make any sense.
So if your plan is enacted, do each of those companies get somewhat broken up?
So what they get is the platform gets broken off from the individual companies. That's why I say.
And you're saying that's good for consumers?
It's excellent for consumers because it not only means the platform will be level. You're not getting something from Amazon pushed out in front of you and a better competitor hidden back on page 6. It also means the next good idea has a chance to mature.
Right, that Amazon, just like everyone remembers with booksellers, is not going to be kneecapping everyone.
So this is such a great plan because, as Warren talks about, it benefits everybody. It benefits entrepreneurs and it benefits consumers. Now, it doesn't benefit, Jeff Bezos, but it benefits anybody that isn't a billionaire that owns these giant companies. So you have with the entrepreneurs, as she was talking about, the kill zone. So if you have, say, a new business that is sort of an Instagram style social media app, there is less of a chance now for venture capitalists to invest in your new company because they're afraid of Facebook that owns Instagram. So investors are going to say, why would I want to risk my money with your new venture if we are going straight into the kill zone where we have a giant Facebook directly competing with you? So by being able to break up these entities into their own companies and not have them all controlled by this big conglomerate, you are creating more competition, which in the end benefits the consumers. So again, this shows you why having Elizabeth Warren in this discussion for 2020 is so important. Now, look, I'm Bernie 2020 all the way, but having Warren introduce something like this now puts Bernie on the spot to potentially have his own answer to this or even adopt her plan into his platform. So this is why this robust debate for the Democratic primary is so incredibly important, and we're going to see more ideas like this spring up that I hope other competitors in the race also listen to and potentially bring into their own platform.